Good morning, Tampa Bay. We're here to talk to you for another week. We're here every Sunday at 10 to talk about the local real estate market and everything that is going on with home sales in Tampa Bay. Excited to have a couple guests with me today. I have Aaron Davis, the owner of Hillsborough Title, and J.C. Catlin with Inland Homes to talk to us about the real estate market. We're here live to answer your questions as well. Our call-in numbers, 813-990-9352 in Hillsborough. Again, it's 990-9352 in Hillsborough. In Pinellas, 461-9352. Again, it's 461-WFLA. And then toll-free, 1-800-969-9352. All of our phone numbers end in 9352 or WFLA. And feel free to call us. We're here to answer your questions about buying or selling real estate, investment, new construction, foreclosures, short sales, title. If it's about real estate, we'd love the opportunity to help you get answers to your questions. And again, in Hillsborough, 990-9352, in Pinellas, 461-9352. So the local real estate statistics came out for September. The stats are usually released about the middle of the following month. And I just wanted to touch on those. I usually talk about them when they do come out and touch on a couple of the changes in the market. You know, we've seen the inventory, that's been something we've talked about a lot, decline over the last couple of years, really. And it went from a high in 2008 to almost 2 years of inventory to right now we're hovering between 5 and 6 months of inventory, which is, starting to trend towards a seller's market. People still don't quite realize that, but the market has definitely improved. Average time to sell a property today is about 112 days. Average sale price in the greater Tampa region, so this is focused mostly on Hillsborough County, is $161,000, up from $158,000 last month, and that number is pretty consistent with where it's been all year. But one thing that I noticed in reviewing the statistics every year, and it's a question that I'm getting a lot right now, is does the market slow down at the end of the year? A lot of people think that there's this great big seasonal slowdown. And again, in Florida, I don't think anyone in Tampa Bay is from Tampa Bay. I think there's like 4 people still here that are from Tampa. Everyone's from somewhere else.
4 natives.
Yeah, so, they come from up north, and up north, when it starts to get cold, like right about now, the market starts to slide. And fortunately, we don't have that challenge here. Our market, December, for example, last year, there were more homes sold in December than there were in July. There were more homes sold in December than there were in May. And in 2009, same thing, more home sales in December than there were in August or May or April. So, it's really a myth. And, JC, you and I were talking about this before on the break, and it's true in that, we don't have our real estate market is unique in that we're a destination market. Our market is driven in the fourth quarter of the year by snowbirds, by people buying vacation homes, and you brought that up. I thought it was a great point. It's we don't see that seasonal slowdown because more buyers are created in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, it seems like there's waves of people coming in different times of the year.
Yep, during certain times of the year, during the summers, you've got the families that are buying and selling, but in the winter, you've got snowbirds, retirees, vacation home buyers, and then of course another benefit of buying at the end of the year for people that have been searching and searching. Is the tax incentives. If you close by the end of the year, your homestead exemption kicks in, quicker than if you close in January. So, from a tax saving standpoint, definitely a good thing. So, but nonetheless, our market is definitely showing some signs of improvements. We still have the foreclosure phenomenon. It's still there. We still have lots of foreclosures coming. It sounds like the state may expedite Florida foreclosures. Aaron, what do you think that the state getting involved in pushing foreclosures through a little quicker could certainly help the market?
It could, but
it could also.
It could go both ways, and
right.
I've seen a couple of articles out there. Florida's a judicial foreclosure state, and there's some talk about it going to non-judicial.
Right.
But that changes a lot of things. There's a lot of folks that come to Florida because of the protections that are here.
Right.
So it sounds great in theory, but I think you could really affect some other things.
We talked to Sean Yesner from Yesner and Boss about that a couple weeks ago, about the change from judicial foreclosure to non-judicial foreclosure. And the fear is that, again, you could have people get foreclosed on that shouldn't be foreclosed on. There's less of an ability for them to contest the foreclosure, to to work things out with the bank if they make it more of a cut and dried scenario. So certainly something that's being discussed a lot is the expediting foreclosures. And on that same token, we talked in prior episodes, and it's been in the St. Pete Times recently. Bank of America is now getting very aggressive with promoting short sales to their homeowners that are in distress. If you own a Bank of America mortgage, they're offering up to $20,000 for you to participate in a short sale. And we'd love to answer your questions about it. 990-9352 in Hillsborough, 461-9352 in Pinellas. Homeowners will get a letter that tells them, they'll get a solicitation letter telling them if they qualify. And, the clock is ticking on it. Just like the article says, you have to have the home on the market by November 30th and close by August 31st of 2012. Sales, properties already under contract are not eligible for the cash assistance. So, again, there's a lot of questions that you can ask about the program. A lot of news coming out about it, but if you have a Bank of America mortgage and you're in that position, certainly contact an appropriate real estate professional or real estate attorney to help you determine if you can qualify and if it's something you want to pursue. So, and we'll have Chris Boss or Sean Yesner from the law firm Yesner Boss on with us next week. I wanted to give a quick shout out to Sean Yesner. He is now the proud father of a beautiful baby boy.
That's right.
So I wanted to congratulate Sean on that. In case he's listening or catches us on the podcast, he'll be with us next week to talk about this. And some upcoming shows, in addition to JC with Inland Homes, we're going to start featuring and showcasing builders on the show. Over the next few weeks, we're going to have West Bay Homes on, as well as Standard Pacific, to talk about some different things they're seeing in the marketplace as well, and talk about the new construction segment of the market. So again, you're listening to the Duncan Duo Real Estate Show here on 970 WFLA.